Year 8 Linear Equation Exam Practice Question 3. Find the values of the variables. So in our first question, we can see when we got one line like that, it means they are even. So we can write that as an equation. 5y plus 3 is equal to 17. And I can also, when it's got double lines, it means they are even as well. So I can also write that as 2x minus 4 is equal to 10. Now it's just about simply solving it. Straight away I can get rid of a constant on one side, so I've just got the variable. So I'm going to take 3 from both sides. So that means I'm left with 5y is equal to 17 take away 3 is 14. Now again, to get y by itself, I just need to divide by 5 because it's the inverse, the opposite of times. So I divide both sides by 5, and that gives me y equals 2 4/5. So 2 and 4/5. Or I could keep it as 14 over 5. So if I look, so I'll put that up here. So I know my y is equal to 2 and 4/5. And then I will look at my x. Again, to get x by itself, I need to get rid of the constant on one side. So I add 4 to both sides. That gives me 2x is equal to 14. 10 plus 4. Then I've got 2 times x. I look at the inverse. That means I divide both sides by 2. That leaves me with x, and 14 divided by 2 is 7. So that gives me x is equal to 7. So that's my answer for the first one. I found out the variables. Let's look at the second side. The second side is exactly the same. I've got a dash here and a dash here, which means they are identical. So I can write that as an equation. I can write that as 10x plus 5 is equal to 25. Likewise, I can say 13x is equal to y because they are the same length. Now I just need to simplify and solve it. So the first thing I think about is I'm going to take away the constant on one side and get it on to my right hand side. So I'm just taking away 5. That leaves me with 10x is equal to 20. Now the opposite of timesing by 10 is dividing by 10. So I'm just going to divide both sides by 10. And that leaves me with just x, and 20 divided by 10 is 2. Likewise, with this next part, I know that my x value now, so my x value is 2. So I just need to substitute it in. 13 times 2 is equal to y. So that must mean that y is equal to 26. And I have my two values for my variables.